Guys, thank you so much for tuning in here on this Friday. I'm not sure if everything is working. There we go. Delayed. But it's okay. At least everything is working right now. Shit. I know where I made a mistake. My bad, guys. Let's go to fix here something. You know, that's the problem when you stream
across
live.
multiple exchanges. So that means that...
Come on. I was already wondering what's going on here, guys. And I just realized what it was. Because I did not publish. So there we go. Now everybody can see what's happening. So I'm not sure if here now, let's see, somebody in the chat. Yes. Okay, let's go, guys. Let's go. Sorry for that delay. So the DXY is still ramping here to the upside, which is, of course, not something that we want to see, but that has to do with the CPI data from yesterday, and PPI came also out. I did not check because it doesn't have usually a huge impact on the price itself, even though we rallied a little bit more to the upside while PPI was coming out. Now, when we go to the Bitcoin chart, you see here yesterday's move to the downside was actually quite unexpected, that we went that low and came all the way down to $59,000. I was not expecting that we gonna drop that low. I was expecting something like 59, 700, 800, something like this. But on the other hand, we got now this Morningstar formation that I was talking about yesterday, with today's pump to the upside, which could potentially stop here on the daily chart at $61,800, because there we run into resistance and we are less than 1% away from that specific level here currently. When I go then here into our structure chart, we have now put in definitely a higher low with that wick here to the downside. So the higher low that I had marked out here was invalidated by the low that we got yesterday, but overall we still put in a higher low overall. So market structure is still intact, nothing has changed here, and we should see now finally that move to the upside that we were waiting for over the next couple of days. Also here on the correction chart, the super trend ribbon has flipped gray. If I zoom in here a little bit, you can actually see that it's now gray, but we are in the middle section of it, which is inherently bullish as long as we are closing with today's price action at least at the current level, preferably a little bit higher. And then by tomorrow, after tomorrow, potentially Monday, we are going to see how we flip that ribbon back into a proper uptrend by turning it green with continuation to the upside. On a 12-hourly chart, overall, the dotted line here, $60,400, has still acted as support yesterday, because the candle closed slightly below it, but then the candle for today, the first 12-hourly candle, pushed immediately above that level once again, and now we get continuation to the upside into this big voided area. So once we are getting into this and breaking here above $61,600, we should see a really quick move here all the way up to $63,000, but there we get stopped again because of that resistance VPVR cluster that also pulled us down the last time. At the same time, we will put in a W pattern, so we are potentially in the early stages of it. If we are correct with that, then we could expect, I want to be conservative here, we could expect a move into $68,000 if this W pattern would play out. So don't forget, so come on. So here is the neckline, and here you see it is a distorted W pattern, unless you don't want to count the wicks of the candles. So if you don't count the wicks, and I draw, no, so even without the wicks, it is a distorted one, because this side needs to be lower than this side, and it's now the other way around. So, but I have seen this on Bitcoin multiple times in the past, where you had something like this, where the left side was actually higher than the right side, and this W formation was still playing out. And then on the 4-hourly chart, here on the MDX algo gradient, we are running into resistance here of that sell band, as you can see here, which is acting as resistance at $61,600. But again, there are indications that we are potentially breaking this back to the upside, flipping it green, and get continuation into the weekly open, which is again close to the $63,000 level here at $62,800. So that will be the first next imminent target for me for the Bitcoin trades that we have running currently. So pay attention to that. Here also big supply zone where we got previously rejected from. So here I would definitely take some profits and also tighten up my stop loss. Let's say we flip this here with the next 4-hourly candle back to $61,700, $800. Then I will put my stop loss around the $61,000 level. And I'm gonna keep it there, and then I just let it run. We'll take some profits here once we get into that supply zone around the weekly open at $62,800, and then I just gonna leave the trade like that and let it run. So if it runs higher, amazing, I will make more money. If it turns against me, stops me out, also fine. I took some profit up here to make sure that I will not go home with empty hands. And again, guys, here on the World Series of Traders that has just begun yesterday. So here our squad is still growing, guys. You're not too late to join the squad. Go under the in the description. So it's only in the description right now. And there is a link to join the team directly. So if you have already a Bybit account, then go and join the team. We are really, really high up here in the squad ranking. This is insane, guys. So we were earlier at like 140. So now we are at 86. So we are going up in the ranks, guys. We're doing really, really well. So go and join the squad, because when you join the squad, we will share a prize pool together the higher we go up here. So this is insane, guys. I've never seen this when I was participating, that we were like in a double-digit rank. We were normally 3 digits, 3 digits, not double digits. So now let's climb here to 50 and potentially then below the top 50 squads. That would be amazing if we can achieve that this time. And if you don't have a Bybit account, then go to Bybit, claim your free $500 airdrop position by depositing $100 with the link in the description of this video. Again, I explain what you can do. You can open an account if you don't have one, deposit $100, claim the airdrop position, join the squad, and the airdrop position will already then apply to the squad, so for your P&L. So that is, and you have $500 instead of $100 and can keep all the profits. So that is how you leverage some exchanges. And when we're looking then at the 4-hourly chart, here you can potentially now better understand why I'm saying that I believe that we will get continuation at least to like $63,000, because we have here all these over leveraged short positions. We are about to reclaim the 200 moving average and potentially the 50. I need to take away the EMA ribbon to actually see that. Oops, now I took this away. Let's see. There's the EMA ribbon. So here you see we are running definitely into some resistance here currently, even though it might be pretty short-lived. Okay, this is the loading. From the 200 and the 50 moving average at $61,800. So if we get a volume supported move above both indicators, then expect a short squeeze immediately to around $62,800, $63,000. If you are looking to open a new trade, the only way that I would do that is if you see us moving above $61,800 and we actually close at least a 30-minute candle there. The problem is, if you want to wait for a confirmation like that, you potentially miss the whole move into $63,000, because at the same time we have on, I think, it's still on the 4-hourly chart. On the 4-hourly chart, we still have a bullish divergence that is in the process right now of playing out. So look at this here. So here, there's our bullish divergence. So we are about to see this unfolding. So it will be completed once we reclaim $62,000 and get a short squeeze into $63,000. Then this bullish divergence has completely played out. And then most likely we get some consolidation before we get further continuation to the upside. Now on the liquidation heat map, if I go to the 48 hours, then also here you're going to see we start to eat into the liquidation levels here on the liquidation heat map, where the liquidity is concentrated and that has built up over the last 48 hours. So and you see here also $62,600 approximately. There we are going to stop and then get a small squeeze here into $63,100 potentially. That will only wick into this and then come back down and consolidate, in my opinion. So we just need to get a little bit higher, like I said, $61,800, then we will trigger a short squeeze into $62,500, $63,000. And that's what I anticipate to be happening potentially over the next 48 hours. So it would be not that good if we close today, let's say at current levels, so a little bit higher, and then we pump to $63,000, because then we're running risk to get a CME gap over the weekend, which is of course not so nice to have something to come back down to later. But when we look here at altcoins, look here how altcoins outperforming Bitcoin currently. So you could have bought any of these coins today that are above here the white line for Bitcoin, and you would have been in profit. So now let me actually try. So look at this here. What was performing like crazy today here again? I think Lady again. So Lady was the other day also not doing bad. But the problem is Lady is not, at least on Bybit, there's no leverage on it. So maybe on a different exchange. But I saw Lady the other day also already like 20% or something in a single day moving to the upside. Now, when we're looking at the Bitcoin dominance, the dominance came a little bit down over the last couple of days. Below 58%, we are getting closer to this upward sloping trend line here. That we definitely need to break to the downside with the horizontal level hand in hand. Only if that's happening, then we know that we have the first indication of potential continuation to the downside, and the first indication of a potential altcoin season, a real altcoin season looming here for us, but only if that's happening. Again, if Bitcoin starts to rally or to move insanely to the downside, like a $2,000 move to the downside, a $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 move to the upside, dominance will spike up again. The USDT dominance, on the other hand, is falling, and that is definitely bullish for us with an evening star pattern here currently. So what I would like to see here in the best case scenario, that we come down another 7%, 0.07%, sorry, 0.07%, and to have a really strong evening star pattern with continuation into this big support zone that we need to break. Remember, guys, only if we break through this and get below 5.17%, only then Bitcoin will try to attack the $68,000 and $70,000 level again. So here again, the last time when we were here, that was 66, and we were not able to break through this big support that we have on the USDT dominance. So now the next time, let's hope that we finally crack this, because once we are cracking this and turn this into resistance, the doors are open to go to $70,000. So let me 1 second here. 1 second. Okay, and now let's continue, guys. Again, most of my altcoin trades will be happening here on Zoomex. Especially if you're in the Telegram group on Zoomex. Actually, let me do this today. For you guys. Remember I said that I will give away $500. I said yesterday I would do it today, so I'm actually gonna do it today. Just need to move around some things here quick. Because I want to do it today. So if you want to win on Sunday $500, guys, The only thing that you need to do is open an account on Zoomex, deposit $100, and you qualify for the $500 giveaway. Let me get here to my list. So here's the list and the random number generator. So we need, what do we need? I still need to move this up here, this down here. So, okay, so we need from 20 to 45. 20 to 45. 45. So who is the winner for today? 22. 22, here we go. 262131475. If this is your account number, you won $500 on Zoomex. Again, guys, if you also want to stand a chance to win $500, use the link in the description, sign up there, deposit $100, and you qualify to win here $500. The winner, send an email to info@amcrypto.us. And my team is going to sort you out. I coordinated now a little bit better with Zoomex that this is happening quite fast because the guy that I need to speak to is in Canada. So there is a huge time difference between me and him. But I have sorted that out for the future, so don't worry about this. Again, 262131475, you won $500. Congratulations. Now, when we're looking at Ethereum, before I do that, I just want to go back to this. Oh, sorry, this here. This is where I wanted to go to. So here, Ethereum bounced from that green area, that support zone, once again at $2,328, back to the upside. Now, the top of the EMA ribbon will act as resistance at the same time with the downward sloping trend line and that big resistance cluster over here. So we definitely need a lot of volume for Ethereum to push through this. Let's actually look also at the volume for Ethereum, how the volume is looking overall. The volume on the daily, it's not looking actually that bad overall. It's a little bit declining, not gonna lie. So once we are breaking this, we should get a nice spike to the upside. But of course, it needs to be in green, so that we move here all the way up, at least to the downward sloping trend line to $2,560. Once we are getting this move, I expect an attempt to break through this, unless we get like a crazy candle moving like this to the upside and coming down later a little bit like this with consolidation and then going higher. Then I expect first a small rejection up here, consolidate, and then a break through with continuation to the upside. Then Solana is above the old support area, and that was acting only a little bit as resistance on the way down. So we are above $142 again. In my opinion, it's still a good area to take along, because when I go to the higher time frames, for example, to the daily, look at this here on the daily, stochastic about to print a buy signal, RSI is going up, the MACD is about to also flip bullish here. We have a big morning star pattern playing out. So as long as we are closing today's candle as it is, I expect definitely continuation, at least to like $152, $157 over the next couple of days. So then that can happen really, really, really quick. So if you're looking for a Solana trade, right now might be not the worst entry. But if you want to play it safe, you need to wait until this daily candle actually has closed. Then RUNE has moved here back to our initial entry. Remember what I said, guys, when we are above the 50 moving average, that would be a good moment to enter. So you are not too late if you enter this now. What we're talking about. We're not talking about a lot that you missed. 2%. 2% is what you missed. Roughly 2.2% that you missed from the original entry. So there's nothing. There's still so much more upside. Look here at the indicators. Everything looking extremely bullish. We are trying to reclaim the EMA ribbon. So most likely we are getting continuation also here over the next couple of days, at least to $5.06, $5.23 approximately. From that level, expect again to get some resistance as we did here previously over here and also over here. But at the same time, we are also here completing a W pattern. And once we are breaking the neckline at $5.23, we're gonna get that move into $6 that we are waiting for. Then Telegram, TON, also here we got a nice move back into our original entry, sorry guys. And I want to remind you what I mentioned the other day when I said, look down here how overextended we are on a stochastic RSI. Now we are finally pointing to the upside, and also here I expect over the next couple of days continuation into $5.44, and then here into the golden ratio to $6.14, $6.07, with a test of this downward sloping trend line. So now this downward sloping trend line is a 4 months downwards trend that we are in since we created this higher high at $8.28. So I expect that when we come back up here now, that we are going to break this at some point this month, this downward sloping trend line, and then the next target will be most likely the prior all-time high. So I'm still kind of fumbling around if I should let this trade right all the way up here, or if I gonna take profit here at the top of the downward sloping trend line when we're getting there, and then decide if I want to re-enter with the profits later once we broke this or not. So, but we still have a lot of time before we actually get there, so I can still make up my mind once we are there. But for now, the target remains the downward sloping trend line and the 200 moving average for a nice trade here on Telegram. Then I partnered with a new exchange, guys. You still get up to $10,000 there if you sign up on BTCC. I met them in Singapore, amazing team, guys. So if you're looking for a place that is not Bybit, then this is the place to go. There's also a link in the description for that. Just to mention that here. Then the next coin is Uniswap. Uniswap. Remember when I said that I expect that we will test the 200 moving average on Uni. So this is exactly what happened. And now the 50 is coming slightly up here. So if we keep that trajectory, then by the end of October, we are getting that golden cross. Right now, it looks like that we will pull back a little bit to the downside, because yesterday's candle was insane. Look at this. This was almost there was an 18% move that we got yesterday. So it's absolutely natural that we get a small pullback here. But as long as we can stay around the $8 level and eating away that supply zone here in red, I would expect that we get continuation here. But I would like first to see that we are getting above and staying above the 200 moving average before you are looking at trade setups for Uniswap. I actually also found the reason why Uniswap is pumping, because they are launching their own chain, Unichain. So, and in anticipation of that, the price was yesterday pumping to the upside, because I was like, why is everything going down but Uni is going up? I could not make sense out of it. And then I actually saw this today, that that was actually the reason that Uniswap pumped here as one of the few coins yesterday. So then also Render. Remember, we were talking about yesterday about Render when I said when this downward sloping trend line gets broken, that is your signal to get in. So if you would have listened to me, you would be up currently, how much? 3.6%. If you put some leverage on that, even if it's 5x, it's almost 19% that you would be currently sitting in profit here. Here, the only problem is the stochastic is losing momentum. The RSI has a lot of room to still go to the upside, the same as the MACD, and you see that we are also struggling a little bit here around the $5.36 level, which is the 0.382 on the Fibonacci extensions. Let me actually move this over here. So here we were really close to tap this, and from there we got rejected currently. Once we are reclaiming that level, the next imminent target will be $5.90. There I would take a little bit profit off the table and set my stop loss to $5.36. So that is a big move, guys. This is like a little bit more than 10%. I think, between that level and that level here. So if you get stopped out, you're not losing too much money, you know. So actually, you missing out money. So that's what I meant. Sorry, guys. So yeah. So there would be my stop loss. But I would definitely take some profit off the table here and then see how we react around this level. Because you see here, we broke here below that, retested it once, and immediately got rejected from it. So I would not be surprised if we come back up here, get another rejection. But there is also a high probability that the 0.5 will give us support and we bounce back up and continue to go higher from here. Also remember, in the past, render, before they changed the ticker, was really strong and saw sometimes also crazy moves here in one single candle going up like $1 sometimes. So I would be not surprised if we see something like this here happening again in the near future. Then the next one is Phantom. I'm currently in a Phantom trade. It's now actually a little bit underwater because it's fighting with the 50 moving average. But this is fine for me. There's maybe another 36 hours of chop before we get another nice move here into the golden ratio. You see here, we got initially rejected from that after we broke below here. And now most likely, we are also completing here a W pattern, like on many other coins that we have seen now. Here, a break of 71 cents 0.8 would also be a break of the neckline with continuation here into the 0.786 level on the Fibonacci extensions to 81.47 cents. And there I would definitely also take a huge chunk of money off the table because we have big supply zones above us here. Look here, $182.5 million worth of Phantom is sitting here to be sold at 95 cents. So that is definitely a big level. And also below here, $135 million. That's why I want to be out of the trade, or at least with a big part of the money out of the trade before I let this right here into 95 cents, because there is a huge possibility that we get an initial rejection from here back to the golden ratio and then only back up. So, and I rather go all back in with the profits and the initial amount of that position at the golden ratio and trade this then into 75 cents than fumbling this. Then Telegram. Telegram, we talked about Telegram already. Did I miss something? No, actually not. So let me see here. Yeah, we talked about Phantom, guys. I will do one chart, guys. You can go in the chat now, post some tickers, and the one ticker that I see the most, that is the one that I'm gonna chart really quick before I go, because we're here already 30 minutes now. I don't want to make this too long. There's such a huge delay. There's such a huge delay. Can I change that? No. So let's see, guys. Let's see. Come, give me some tickets, guys. The next ticker that is repeated here is the one that I'm going to chart really quick. If I don't have a chart prepared for it yet, I'm gonna do it here on the fly. Okay, I will just take Casper, because I have soon to go, guys. I need to go soon. Okay then. Let's see. Now I will do Casper, because Casper, I have a chart for that. I just need to check where. So let's use this, and then where's Casper? Okay, different. It's directly here. So this should be my Casper chart. Yes, that's my Casper chart. So let's go. Casper overall, yeah, I also believe here a big move is coming to the 200 moving average. Now, when you look at the percentages, from current price levels, that would be a 14% move to the upside. Also here, I would wait for the daily close before I would enter this. Even though the indicators are looking all extremely bullish to me, here MACD about to print a buy signal, stochastic about to print a buy signal, RSI about to turn around. I would still wait for that daily close and that at least the stochastic RSI is printing a buy signal by tomorrow. Otherwise, I would wait. I would wait that we break 13 cents 0.5 before I would enter this. So because if I draw here a horizontal level, so look at this. Now I moved this a little bit to the side. So look here in the past. So now I'm gonna make this quick, a little bit more visible. Look here in the past. Resistance, resistance, resistance. Here we broke it, turned it into support, retest of support, retest of support. Now we are below that. So you want that level to be reclaimed before you want to enter this. And like I said, the other way to do this is only if the stochastic is printing a buy signal and preferably the MACD at least another smaller lighter red candle and the RSI gets a small uptick. So that would be the only other way how I would enter this before we are breaking 13.5 cents. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. And that's it for today. Don't forget, smash up the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I hope to see you with more money tomorrow.